Greetings and peace to our listeners and viewers around the world. Today I have the honor and privilege of sitting down with my friend and brother, Nick Mirza, and I would like for him to introduce himself and tell the viewers what he does and his position here in Texas.
Thank you, Salman. It's a pleasure being here with you, and thank you for being on your channel. And folks, my name is Nick Mirza. I've been living in Dallas, Texas for almost 37 years. My background, professional background, is in real estate. However, I do have a degree in pharmacy and business administration. And real estate is my passion. And real estate is, that's what we live, we eat, and we sleep real estate. That's how I am.
That's great. That's a very interesting background. So our brother is in real estate, plus he's a pharmacist. So now I would like to tell him advice for any families that are immigrating from other states to come to Texas for a better life. What, as a real estate individual in that field, what advice can you give to the families so they can come and have a better life here?
Well, living in America is a very fortunate thing. Whether any 50 states to live is a wonderful thing and is a blessing for anyone coming to America and live here. But when it comes to the real estate, there are several markets which are the cream of the real estate market. That's what we call them, and Texas is one of them, and that's the top one.
Yes.
So if you are living in East Coast, West Coast, or Midwest, Texas is the place for you to come and invest. And there are several reasons for that. First of all, affordability. You can afford anything that you like versus what you can do in other states. Second, convenience. Third is your lifestyle.
Yes.
So that makes a big difference. So
Absolutely.
coming to Texas, and there are several good markets in Texas, and since I've been living in North Texas, which is Dallas-Fort Worth, and for the past 35 years, that economy and the housing market has been booming. It's been growing like a wheat. And I would encourage and tell everyone who is watching us on this channel, if you wanted to explore business opportunities, residential opportunities, and changing your lifestyle, living the American way, the American dream, Texas is the best place to come and live.
That's absolutely correct. And even in my experience, some of the greatest heroes of this country, those who pushed patriotism and love for the country and the nation, came from Texas. And even in our Islamic principles, we are taught to respect the laws of country in which you are a resident of. So sharing these patriotic values as Muslim Americans with Texas Americans is a common theme that we share, where both of us can benefit each other in our growth, establishment, and culture. Now I would like to ask our brother, what is the aspect of meeting certain income requirements to be a resident in Texas? Can any individual come to Texas, or is there a certain income criteria you have to meet?
No. Living in Texas is a blessing. You don't have to have a whole lot of money to own a home. In fact, the state of Texas has a program where they help you with a down payment and closing cost. And they have a certain criteria that you have to meet. So for example, if there's a family of two and their income level is there what it needs to be to meet the criteria, in most scenarios, you don't have to come up with any money out of your pocket. So there is no income requirement. I mean, you can have a minimum requirement and you can still have a residential property in Texas.
So basically what is being described is that Texas is the perfect American dream.
It is.
In terms of income, establishment of your business, of your homes, the future of your children, good education, good backgrounds. What other advice or consultation you can give to viewers who are finding their way to Texas or trying to find a better future for their families?
Well, first of all, like we talk about it, the living. The cost of his living is much affordable than any other state in United States. Second is the education system. They have the best education school system I'm talking about the public school. Forget about the privates. Privates are, of course, they are top notch, but there are several ISD, they can beat those private school system. And third is the opportunities we have in this state of Texas. Back in 2007 and 2008, we've been going through a tough time throughout the world. The economy was pretty bad and everything, but Texas was the only state that did not budge. And it's just keep growing and growing. Even the housing market, you can take any other industries, they are all growing, and we never had a problem with the developments, infrastructures, and all those things. So Texas is the best place to come and live and enjoy your life. And the other thing, diversity. Things are changing rapidly in Texas. So that's another plus for a lot of immigrants migrating to Texas.
That's a beautiful advice that our brother has given, because I came to Texas myself for the first time personally, and I noticed a big difference from me being in Pennsylvania over here. And over there, immigrants of a certain stature are kept in only 4 circles. Either you're working in grocery stores, you're an Uber driver, you're a taxi driver, or you're working at your own personal owned business, because no one is hiring you. Even though you might be qualified, but there is an aspect of nepotism that I have seen in other states. Here in America, you have the concept of living the American dream. And I've seen that exemplified here in Texas, where all communities are established and there's a sense of peace and happiness in all ways. Now, if you would like to tell our viewers, if they are looking to invest in Texas, where they can contact you and the proper procedure.
Well, folks, if you want to invest in real estate, residential, commercial, industrial, that's the best time. Market is very strong in Texas. Interest rates are historically very low. So if you need to get some information, you have any questions, my number is 214-454-1991.
Well, thank you very much for your time. If there's any closing remarks you might have for our listeners and viewers,
well,
please.
I would like to say, Texas, everything is big and better. So come and enjoy living in Texas, and especially for you, Salman, thank you for having me on your channel.
My pleasure.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.